How's everybody going? Welcome to my channel. I'll show videos of me just repairing some things around the house and going out to different places and checking things out. Little local travel. But today I got a little simple problem around the house. It happens to be a garden hose or a garden reel. Now I know everybody don't have this type of garden reel, but if you do, and it's leaking, this could be the problem. This here is a little swivel piece that goes on the end. So your water hose would hook up down here, and this piece actually goes to the actual garden hose reel that you'd wind up manually. And this piece here is usually what leaks. Now these are repairable. You can get little rubber O-rings and take that C-clip off right there and put new O-rings in it and probably get a little longer life out of it. But for mine, I end up getting a brand new piece. Okay, so let's see what comes in the kit. All right, what I've got here is a little box here. It's a kit and name brand of it, as you can see right there. And I hope it don't write it all backwards. I mean, why does everything always backwards? Anyway, it's lawn parts. And that's what that valve or swivel piece is inside this box. Let's see what actually comes in here. So let's open this up. Comes a little Teflon tape. It's pretty neat, just enough for what you need to do the repair with. And then this little baggie has the part in it, the swivel. Oops, butterfingers. Like I was showing you before, it comes with the rubber already inside, and this piece here, it swivels around. So generally this is kind of downward like this, and your water hose will connect to here, and this goes into the water hose reel itself. And when you're winding the hose up, being this is attached, it would wind up with the hose reel. You're winding the hose up, and this would generally stay from the weight of the hose and all hanging down. And inside here are like I guess 2 O-rings. And one thing about this little kit here, it comes with another rubber washer for your water hose. And for future reference, 2 extra O-rings to make a repair with, which some people look at it as they're not very confident in their part. But I look at it in a more positive way, that they want the part to last a long time for you, so they give you something that you can fix it with later on. The most common part about these is the rubber washers, the rubber O-rings, that cause a problem. So I'm going to show you my reel, the type 1 that I'm working with, and get to see if we can fix this thing. There you go. Common type of water hose reel here. Pretty good shape. It's been pretty good. You pick these up at Lowe's, you order them online. About this kit, I forgot to mention, I ordered that kit on Amazon. Now, I look at Walmart, Amazon sites and things like that. So the best deal I really had for shipping time to get it here was Amazon. And I think it was $8.99 for this valve. And this valve actually attaches right in this, where this hole is right here. So right here is where that valve attaches, and it hangs down. It screws into this threaded part. Now, if you have this type of water hose reel, this well, it's kind of hard to see this direction. I shine through here. But this part that's sticking out right here is what your water hose actually connects to, that goes on this reel. So let's get this set up and try to get going here. But I got it on Amazon. Walmart with free shipping was a pretty good deal, but it would take longer for it to get here. So If you're not in a hurry, you can get it from Walmart. But I got it from Amazon, and of course, you're going to pay for that shipping. So that's $8.99 plus the $6.99 shipping. I think Walmart was going to charge shipping too, which they generally don't, but I can't remember. I just got it from Amazon. If you have this type of reel, don't chunk them in the trash because they're very simple to fix. This is a pretty good reel here. These tires, they're no flat tires. They're solid rubber. They're really good. It's a nice heavy duty reel. I like it. So it's worth repairing. All right, let's get started. All right, so first off, let's take this out of the box and get this prepared. Whoop. Okay, you see it about to jump right out of the box? All right, this is the packaging that it comes in, nice and neat. There it is, ready to go. One cool thing about it is that I like, you know, it's in a baggie, Ziploc baggie, and pretty good sturdy box. This thing here says, this is a little card that was inside of it. It's saying, scratch this off and see what you get. So I don't know, it'll take a minute to scratch this off and see what I get. I don't know, find something to scratch it off with. There you go. See what I get. Repair tool. I don't know what repair tool is, but we can scan this barcode a little later and see what repair tool I get. So let's keep that out. But a good sturdy, firm box that I can put these parts in and keep it. And I know by simply what it says, I know what it's for. So we got this. I'm going to use what was supplied to me. Now some of the kits that you can buy when you buy this doesn't have this stuff in it. So when you look for it, you'll see that it does have a picture of this and the other little washers and O-rings. So we'll get this prepared. Stuff here is typical. It's the seems to be just as durable as any type. Now I usually put this on, and as the threads, how you would screw it in to the right, as you would turn it to screw it in, that's how I lay this over on top. And I'm going to screw it in. That's the easiest way I know that I've learned over the years to put on tape thread sealer. Now I had some paste, pipe thread paste, over the years, and I don't know what happened to it. So I'm going to use what they provided. I have some hanging up here on my barn, on my backboard here too. But this is pretty thin. See my finger through it pretty good, I guess. This is pretty thin, so I'm going to go around a few times. If it was to leak, I would just use some that I have here. All right, well, I think that's going to be good enough. Some left over, hanging up here with the rest of it. Never know when I'm going to use it. I got plenty of it. So now, we got this. Now let's see what kind of wrench we have to fit this. Well, it's bigger than 3/4. So I think it'd probably be 13/16 perhaps. Either way, I'll find a wrench to fit it, and we'll get to installing it. Now, what you see me doing here is some around the very edge. Uh-oh, I'm messing up. All right, some around the very edge. It was kind of inside the pipe a little bit. And I don't want to risk it going inside and causing any problems. A lot of times you don't have to worry about it, so thin, but still, why not? All right, let's see how it goes. All right, what I've got here is a 7/8 wrench. Fits this perfectly. and I put a pair of vice grips down here, clamped it onto the brass piece here, just to help me keep it from swiveling. Now, if you notice, this is kind of loose, which I'm going to tighten those up also. But how you like this? You ever seen a Wilmar? W-I-L-M-A-R? Wilmar? Anyway, I got this ready. So see, the basket's even handy while I'm working on it. Huh. But line this up with that just to get it in the hole. Just get it lined up. Now take this, go right down in there like that. Now what I'm hoping is that it'll tighten up, because what I'm getting at is pretty close. Now these pieces here, they do have some that are extended longer. And what I'm hoping is that this is correct one. According to what I measured, this is supposed to be correct one. And I've got some that are probably this much longer, where this is 1 inch or whatever, something like that. I think it's 1 inch. They have some that are 2 inch or 3 inch, so it will stick out further. And I just hope I got the right one. It seems like it's going to tighten up, so. Oh. Man, I hope we didn't mess anything up. You see, every time I put the wrench on here, when it comes around like this, I can't get it on because it's getting hung up under here. Well, I'm getting it on there. I don't know. Anyway, holding this and tightening with this. Now I'm not really straining. I'm just making sure I'm not putting too much on it. But that's tight. That's really tight. Take the vice grip off. And we'll see how it goes. Okay, give you a little sample. So if you got your water hose connected here, and you're reeling the hose up with just a handle on the other side over here. I don't know if you can see it. Right over here is a handle on the other side. But I'm going to turn it right here just to show you. So if I've got the water hose hooked up here and I'm winding the hose up, the hose will be connected to this part here. And it'll go through and round and around. As it goes, the hose stays down here like this, facing downward. And you just go around. And what eventually happens over a period of time, depending on how much you use it, of course, the little O-rings that I showed you in the packet, they tend to wear down, and this is where your leak comes from. Now, you might have a leak back here, or it might be a leak where you didn't tighten it up all the way or using the pipe thread sealer, but you know, a little leak ain't too bad. But if it's this, or in the wintertime, it freezes and busts this, well, here you go. That part didn't cost that much, and you see it didn't take that much to repair it. Now we'll tighten up these bolts here. Yeah, so loose I can tighten it with my hand just about. 1/2 inch bolts. If you got a ratchet and socket, 1/2 inch, that'd probably be quicker, but I grab the wrenches a lot faster than grabbing the socket and all that. I just grab 2 wrenches real quick. All right. As you see, I decided to go back the original way I had it, which y'all didn't see how I had it originally. But I just connected straight to it and went past a couple of, went past one and routed it back down through and just rounded it around. So there it is. I like this thing. It's got plenty of storage back here. You put whatever you want to back there. And this little area here, depending on what type of hose handle you have, I have the old fire hose type. It works great for me. I like that better than the spray handles. Spray handle ones I've had where you squeeze trigger, I've never had one last me more than a couple of years at most. But this here, I've had this thing forever. And that little notch right there, I mean, it ain't gonna hold it right there, but if you had the handle type, usually it fit right in. But this, I can still put it right there like that and it hold it just fine. But I'm really happy with it. But there it is. It's a good way to fix it. Okay, well, I moved the water hose reel out there and I've already got it hooked up. I want to go show you that and we'll test it out. Okay, well, here it is. That's how I've got my piece hooked up right there. This is the swivel piece that we installed. This is a off on that I put here just to where I can easily turn it off completely, not rely on anything else. And I made a little repair here. I guess I could have showed you how to do the repair, but this is a 5/8 to 3/4 repair. And the end was all boogered up pretty bad, so I went ahead and fixed it. I figured that was self-explanatory. Well, let's see how this goes. Here's my nozzle sitting here. I'm gonna reach around here and just turn the water on. See what happens. There you go. Well, I don't see anything leaking. Here's the sprayer. That's spraying out water. Let's shut this off. All right. Right here, I don't see the piece leaking. So, I guess I did a good job. Nothing's leaking. There you go. Another little simple repair. If you have that type of water hose reel or one similar to that has that little brass, or yeah, I guess it's brass, type of thing there that's leaking, type of swivel valve type deal. If it's leaking, it doesn't cost much to replace it. If you go through, I think it's Walmart, that you pull that type of little valve up, they have them short like that, which is common, and they have some a little longer. Depends on what type of water hose reel you have. But Walmart, it seems like what I found was a little bit longer shipping, but I think the shipping was free. I'm not sure. But what I got was through Amazon, and it did was $6.99 shipping. So and it came pretty quick. It was here within, I think, the third day it showed up. So it's a pretty simple repair. You saw it yourself. Again, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more things to come. Hit like and subscribe. Thank you.